4.5 million years ago, it is believed that a large body, roughly the size of the planet Mars, collided with the Earth, knocking it sideways and putting it on an axial tilt. It also threw out loads of material into space that would later form the Moon. This axial tilt is what causes seasons on Earth. It is a common misconception that the Earth is closer to the Sun during summer and is further away during winter. While this idea seems to make sense, it is incorrect. While it is true that the Earth is closer to the Sun at some points during the year than others, this does not have a large effect on the seasons. For instance, it's winter in the Northern Hemisphere when the Earth happens to be closest to the Sun, and summer when it's furthest away, showing that this really does not have an effect. As explained earlier, the reason we have seasons on Earth is that the Earth's axis is tilted, which means that the part of the Earth that is tilted towards the Sun receives more sunlight each day than others. The Earth rotates on its axis around the Sun, but the axis is always pointing in the same direction. This means different parts of the Earth are tilted towards the Sun and therefore receive more sunlight than others at different times during the year. This can be best explained by looking at the relative positions of the Sun and Earth at different times throughout the year. In December, the Northern Hemisphere is tilted away from the Sun, while the Southern Hemisphere is tilted towards it. This means that the Sun shines directly on the Southern Hemisphere and indirectly on the Northern Hemisphere. The light is more concentrated and stronger on the Southern Hemisphere. This causes it to be summer there, but it is more spread out and weaker in the Northern Hemisphere, causing it to be winter there. In June, the Northern Hemisphere is instead tilted towards the Sun, so the Sun instead shines directly on the Northern Hemisphere and indirectly on the Southern Hemisphere, so it's summer in the north and winter in the south. In March and September, the Sun shines equally on the north and south during spring and autumn. So now you know how the Earth's tilt, caused by a giant collision millions of years ago, creates the different seasons on Earth today.